All right. Shalom, shalom. Let me just load up a few precepts here real quick. All right, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakha Kodesh. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. All right, I was watching, I'm not even going to say a couple of videos. I was watching a lot of videos, all right, done by different elders and different brothers, okay, going into basically what's been happening. All right, now, there's the video that's circulating concerning, I mean, I got to be careful how I'm going to say this, but it's concerning the tag, right, the Marcus tag, which we know what that is, that they're saying now in the video, all right, they said that the Pentagon, came up with this tag that can detect whatever variant or strain or whatever is in your blood and filter it out. Now this video actually, we saw it. I think this video came out maybe a month or a couple months or so ago, and we never heard anything about it or anything more. And then, now the Spirit has it to where it just resurfaced again. Okay, so now the thing is, they came out with this thing, they said it, they put it out in the news, and everything that we've been saying, all right, starting with our elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down, concerning this tag, all right, concerning this Marcus, all right, is what they were saying. That, hey, this is what it's going to do. This is what they're going to use it for, so on and so forth. Okay, and so after that, you sort of didn't push it out into the media. They didn't really push it too hard, but they did a good enough job because hey, that's the Spirit. I'm looking at this, I'm on the Blue Letter page, and it says right here, Scripture Mark. It got the mark in all caps, so, we're in that time, okay? We're in that time. Now, they mentioned how it was going to be linked to this whole Sicky Vicky Vanessa situation, because they talked about how it can be used as a solution. And we know how these devils move through what? Problem, reaction, solution. And throughout this whole year and some change, they've been monitoring the reaction of the people. They've been monitoring how well their influence through the media and through their censorship is able to create a certain desired outcome. And as they're watching all of this, they're timing and waiting for the perfect time to spring the tag, because they want to make sure that they get as much people as possible. Okay, but we are in that time. We're literally seeing it. We're not looking afar off at it. We're staring those prophecies face to face. We look at them. The prophecies looking right back, right back at us. You look at that the Revelation 13 looking right back at you like, yo, because we're here. All right, now we're gonna watch and see, as the scriptures say. But as every day goes on, the days go on, the weeks go on, even people who are in the world are starting to see that, yo, there's only one direction in which this world is headed. And this world is headed towards what those men were talking about, and that's bringing a lot of fear into people's hearts. Yep, like the brother put. Now, we're going to watch and see what if he actually does make that announcement. He might not make it on August 11th, but that doesn't mean that if Biden doesn't come out and make a lockdown announcement on August 11th, that there's not going to be a lockdown. All right, they might just push it to a different date. But nonetheless, we know that this time around, when they do it, they're doing it to push, man. They're talking about, and I just read it. The brother Yashalam put up a clip on it concerning the concentration camps. So I went on the CDC website and I looked it up. They called it the Shield, and I believe the elder Apostle Gabar just put up a video on it as well. They called it the Shield, the shielding approach. And I'm sitting here reading it, and I'm like, these devils they're some real devils, man. They're literally saying in this shielding approach that they're gonna remove people, separate people, isolate them, and they call them green zones. You know, which we said, obviously they're not going to come out and say FEMA camps and concentration camps because they know the stigma behind it. But whatever name they go by, it's still the same thing. And the Lord has blessed us with the eyes to see. So when we see these things, we have a mental checklist that we check off. You know, yep, that's that. We can identify everything that's happening in the world because of the Holy Spirit, but also because of the understanding of the scriptures. And now everybody that has denied and denounced the truth is being made to look like a fool, because Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is letting it be known that, look, prophecy is undefeated. You either on the right side of prophecy or you on the other side. Okay, so let's get into a few precepts here, man, because I mean now there's the we're here, but then there's the other part of the we're here. Because now what does we're here mean? You know, you want to know what we're here means? What we're here means is that you might not might the chances of you losing your job is very great. Okay, the scriptures talk about some of us being cast into prisons. All right, the scriptures talk about a time like never before. That's what we're here means. And what we're here means is that if you don't have the faith, if you haven't been taking this grace period to build up your faith, all right, and your knowledge and your wisdom and your understanding and your belief in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, you're done. Okay, because it's about to get serious, man. It's not going to be, oh, well, I believe this and you believe this. Let's debate about it. And then whoever wins, wins. Let's get some clout. I want you to ask me those kind of questions. That's not what it's going to be. It's going to be, well, if you don't believe the right thing, then you're going to die. That's what it's going to be. It ain't going to be, well, I won the debate or I lost the debate, but I'm going to stop at McDonald's for a Happy Meal so I can feel better. No, if you are not on the right side of prophecy, you're going to die. That's what that means. Okay? You got people that were making fun of it. The Most High is a power that doesn't forget. Look, I got the chip. You know, you got an actual chip on the hand. You know, I got the chip. The Most High is going to get every last one of you, man. Because you don't play with the word of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. You think the Most High is up there laughing? You think the angels are up there tap dancing in front of the Lord and they're all just giggling? No. Yahweh's upset. Yahweh Shai is upset. And they're all serious. And that's the spirit that we have to be in. Serious. Looking at what's coming is going to be very serious. All right. Now, this is the book of Ezekiel chapter 21, verse 9. And it says, Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord, a sword. Say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. Okay, that sword is being sharpened. And guess what? We know what that sword is going to be used for. And we're warning people, yo, look. And now it's at the point where we don't even need to explain anything. I mean, people just see it for themselves. All right, they see it for themselves. The prophecies are speaking. You know, our job was to what? To herald the prophecies in. This is coming. And there were years, man. There were times you hear the elders say it all the time, man, when they will be out there prophesying, nobody will be listening, people will making fun of them. What are you guys talking about? Haha, you guys are faith-based Israelites. Haha, concentration camps, my ass. Haha. Well, it's here now. And it's in front of your face. And when you're thrown in one of them, it's not going to be a joke, man. It's a real thing when they come into your house. As a matter of fact, the elder brother Karatazar put up, there was a video he put up today in Israel where they actually went into this person's house and took away her baby. All right, nice little newborn baby, took away the baby, separated it from them, claiming that, you know, they I think they tested, you know, plus, they tested plus for the Sicky Vicky, or they refused to take the Vanessa or refused to take the test or something. But they basically took their baby away from them. What do you do then? You see how it's no longer a joke? And you think the Most High can't get you, man? So this is verse 10. It says, it is sharpened to make a sword slaughter. And well, there we go. The Lord is telling you why the sword is being sharpened. And the Lord is putting the spirit on Esau to do this. And if the Lord says your judgment is going to come by way of Esau's methods, then Esau's methods are going to succeed against you. You got people talking about, oh, They ain't gonna be no they ain't gonna be able to do this. Is the people, all right? That there's so many people and so few of them that we're gonna be able to. You ain't overpowering shit, all right? Unless Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai puts a spirit on you, you're not overpowering anything. You know why? Because you forget the Most High plays both sides, and the Most High is going to put His spirit from the left hand on to these devils, and that's why it says in 2nd Ezra 16 that they're gonna come down with great wrath. I mean, Salakia, Revelation 12 and 12. In 2nd Ezra 16, it says they shall be like madmen, all right, sparing none. It says, Ezekiel 21 and 10, it is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. That means to kill. A sore slaughter means just brutal death, is killing. All right, Ezekiel 9 and the 5th verse. All right. So what's coming is mass death. There's a lot of people here who I mean, you can just see when they're walking, as the scriptures say, they were just people just born in vain, no purpose. They're just here to serve out their judgment. And there's gonna be a lot of death, man. Death is gonna be a common thing. The same way you walk out in the street and there's always somebody walking around doing something. All right. Soon there's gonna be dead bodies, man. Whether it's through the troops shooting you down, or it's through things getting so bad in your neighborhood that you got gang members killing others, or just people just in general, you know, killing others, hurting others, taking advantage of others. The scriptures talk about the days being evil, and everybody's gonna be looking for a place to hide. You're gonna be looking for a place to be comforted. You know, when it's I mean, there's dangers all around. You're like, if I even take the wrong step, I could get killed. You know, you're gonna be looking for a place to hide. And if the Lord doesn't protect you, okay, you can call in the name of the Lord all you want, but if the Lord doesn't protect you, you ain't making it out of this, man. All right, what they're doing over there in these different countries, you look at Sydney, all right, and a lot of these other countries where they're bringing harsh draconian measures, that all the people are able to do is put videos out and outcry. But what else can they really do? I mean, what are you gonna do against a swarm of troops with guns in their hands? What you got Jake out here with a freaking old ass rusty ass pistol with like 3 bullets in there, and they don't even know how to aim. You know, they turning the shit sideways. You know, and then I mean, the dude will be right in front of you, and they'll shoot all around them. And you're going up against people that are professionally trained. All right. Professionally trained, man. They'll replace clips and magazines and all that so fast before you can even blink. You know what I'm saying? They might just put the gun down, take the knife off their chest and put it down, and just whoop your ass hand to hand. Because Jake is out of shape. They talk shit. They don't have faith. You're just in the worst case possible. And these people are getting ready to have a field day with you, man. Dude will kick you and cave your whole chest in. And then you get up then and then try to act like it's all fun and games. It's not gonna be fun and games. All right. This is the time of the starvations. And it's not a fun thing to starve to death. A lot of these people, they don't fast. They don't know what it's like to go a couple of hours without eating. Everything is so convenient. But now you're gonna have people starving to death. Okay? People bleeding out, people getting killed, getting eaten by wild animals. You ever been mauled by a bear, been torn up by a lion? That's going to be happening to people, man. And you're going to scream and call out, and nobody's going to come to your aid. You know why? Because if that's the judgment that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai set for you, then that's the judgment that you're going to suffer. And that's a painful thing, man. As a matter of fact, real quick before we come back here, let's go to the book of Hebrews. And you know, a lot of these scriptures is going to be known to people personally, okay, why these scriptures are written. They're going to get a renewed understanding of scriptures like this. All right, Hebrews chapter 10, verse 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. And people are going to understand why Paul said that. Even those that don't believe that this is a part of the scriptures and they don't believe in Paul's writings, you're going to believe in that day. You're going to become a believer, you know, because you're going to understand through experience why it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. Because your tears don't mean a damn thing to the Lord. If he has judgment set out for you, your cries, your tears, your I'm sorries, and That's not going to change anything. The scriptures say the Lord changes not. So your best bet is that he doesn't put the judgment on you, because when he sets the hit, he's not going to stop it. And if he does stop it, then from the beginning, he never meant to put it on you. He never meant to take your ass out. But a lot of people got heavy judgments coming, man. And even to this day, you got people playing around. And some of them realize it, but it's so hard to come out and say, yo, we were wrong. They had it, man. You know what I'm saying? The apostles had it. But it hurts. But what you're going to realize is pride holds no weight when your life is on the line. And what we're seeing is these prophecies coming closer. And right before these doors of mercy shut, you want to make sure you get right. If you know that you have to repent, you need to do it right now. Because the Lord is not going to give you a second chance. Once he says, you know what, that's it, let go and just let the judgments flow, and that grace period comes to a complete halt, like we keep saying, man, all you're going to see out here in these streets is judgment. And nobody's going to be able to do anything about it except for the ones that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua has set a hedge to protect. Okay, so let's go back to the book of Ezekiel 21 and verse 10. So it says, it is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? And that's the question. While all these things are happening and we're seeing it happening, should we be making mirth? Should we be laughing and cracking jokes in the wrong spirit? Worried about the wrong things? Here it is. We're talking about real life. And even till this day, people, when we tell people, they don't actually sit down and picture in their minds what would life be like if what these men are saying actually comes to pass. What would life be like when I actually walk into work one day and they tell me, hey, you're fired, bro, because you don't have Vanessa? What is life going to look like then? And I've been living paycheck to paycheck. And if I miss this paycheck and when the month comes in, the next month, I'm done. I can't pay that. They don't think about what life is going to be like. I have kids that I got to take care of. I have a family that I have to feed. But I can't go to work. I can't get money. The money that I was barely hanging on to. And if you're not rich in faith, because understand, look, if you think spiritually, you're not going to be stressed out, man. Because hold on, the reason you got the job was because the Most High blessed you with that, so you can be provided for. And we always say this: if the Lord gives you a means to an end, if he gives you a means to make money, he gives you a means to pay your bills, a means to have shelter, a means to have food, right? And then he takes that away from you, the Lord knows that without that means, you can't eat. And if you can't eat, you can't survive. So obviously the Most High knows that. But if he still says, look, I'm still cutting off this road, then you have to have faith that, hey, the Lord has something else for me. It's just that in order for me to get this one, I need to believe, man. I need to believe on a whole nother level. I need to believe in the unseen. That's what gets people. It's easy to say, I believe in the unseen, because you're saying it. But when you actually have to do it, and you depend on it so much that if it doesn't come through, you're finished, that's when your faith is going to be tested. That's when you're going to sit there and say, yo, like, I'm sitting here, I have no clue what my next move is. I don't know what to do at all. I know that we need help, but I don't know what to do at all. But then the temptation is so easy. Just go, hey, it's so quick. They rub it down for you, they get it, and then boop, and then that's it. Then them demons start coming and whispering, hey, what are you doing all this for? Come on, you're doing the most. Look at your little daughter. Look at your son. Look at your wife. They're starving. They're looking at you. They tugging on your shirt. They telling you they're hungry, you know? And you're going to sit there just because you don't want a quick poke where you're scared of needles, you know? And they just try to get into your head, make you seem like, damn, am I doing too much? You know, like, damn, damn, I'm really going to have maybe I'm being wicked because I'm letting my family starve. No, it's part of the Why do you think it's a temptation? People think that temptation is just, you know, and I gave this example before, but people think the temptation is just, oh, there's cookies there and I shouldn't take it. I'm on a diet, but oops, I really want it, but I shouldn't. I'm tempted to touch the cookie. That's not the only form of temptation. That's a base form of temptation. The harder forms are when, yo, if I don't, I'm tempted to do this, but because I feel like if I don't, I'm gonna die. You know, I'm tempted to go and deal with Marcus and let them tag me, you know, with the electronic beast tag, because if I don't, I might end up homeless and wintertime is coming. See, that's a different kind of temptation. That's the, am I gonna freeze to death outside? You know, that's the, damn, they're about to throw me in a camp that I've heard and done research and seen how brutal it can be in there. That's the temptation. When they make it so easy for you to make the wrong decision, and it's so difficult for you to make the right decision. That's the temptation. You know, when here it is, you sweating bullets trying to walk on a tightrope, the thin ropes. When you look on your right side, there's a big ass, broad ass path, and everybody's just chilling on there. That's the temptation. When you walk in this tightrope and they making fun of you, and it's just you alone, and you don't see anybody else, and you thinking in your head, man, is it even worth it? That's the temptation. And that's why the scriptures say in Revelation 3:10, all right, that the Lord is going to keep us, because we're going to need the Lord to keep us. We're going to need a different spirit, all right, an amplified spirit in order to make it out of this. And we speak about it, you know, every day. And so it's normal to us. But in reality, man, we're going to need a different spirit. We're going to need a divine intervention to make it out of this. Because honestly speaking, if we don't have the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai with us, there's no way we're making it out of this. There's no way we're surviving this. And the scriptures say that if the Lord did not speed up those days, there shall no flesh be saved. These devils are getting ready to come down with some serious wrath amidst all the other chaos the Lord is going to bring. Okay? So we're literally going to need to live off of miracles. We're going to need to live off of faith. All right? And if you're not ready to give it your all and go all out, you might as well drop now, because when it if you got people that are breaking now. Oh, but they said this and they said this and I just felt so pressured and I didn't like the inconvenience, so I went and took it. If you broke now, what do you think that when the Marcus comes out, it's going to be easier? It's not going to be easier. What are you going to do then? You know? All of us say that we love Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. We all say that we worship the Lord. We all say we want the kingdom. I mean, we've gone out there in the summer and the winter and all of that. So you got to put your money where your mouth is. You know? Do you really believe this? And if you do, are you willing to go all out? What are you gonna change your mind when you see a guillotine? It's one thing to say it. Hey, look, if we gotta lose our lives for it, then so be it. Then it's another thing to be standing there. You see the blood on the floor, and somebody's head just got decapitated, and maybe you're next in line. That's a different feeling. These are things you gotta understand, that you might be faced with a situation like this. Are you willing to go through that? Are you fully persuaded in your mind that if you had to go through that, you would still do it? All right, going on, Ezekiel 21:10. It is furbished to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? All right, is it a time for joke? Are we in the time to have fun? No, we're not in the time to have fun. This isn't the time for mirth. Now, you're going to see us happy and joyous. Okay, you're going to hear it in our voice. Why? Because this is all we've been prophesying about. So, of course, we're happy that these prophecies are coming to pass. Because we know that if you've been doing what you're supposed to do, the Lord said he got you. So you're good. And once this passes, the kingdom is coming. So hell yeah, bring it on. Okay, but in terms of the folly and the superfluity, okay, the unnecessary BS, now's not the time for that. And very soon, laughter is going to be a rarity. You ain't going to hear people laughing very soon, except for the Lord's elect. But everybody else in the world, they're not going to be laughing. What is that? What is there to laugh at? You got people going to be losing their whole families in a matter of hours. And maybe they just barely make it out alive. You think that person's going to want to laugh then? You think they're going to want to sit there and talk about the finals game of 2017, the playoffs? No, that's not what they're going to want to talk about. So no, it's not a time of mirth. All right, it says, it contemneth the rod of my son is every tree, and he hath given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished to give into the hand of the slayer. So what does a slayer do when he has a sharp sword in his hand? If I mean the slayer has a sharp sword in his hand, what do you think the slayer is gonna do with a sharp sword? He's just gonna look at it and put it back in the sheath and go tap dancing in the corner somewhere? He wouldn't be called a slayer if that's what he did, right? It says, verse 12, cry and howl, son of man, for it shall be upon my people. It shall be upon all the princes of Israel. Terrors by reason of the sword shall be upon my people. Smite therefore upon thy thigh. So the Lord is, I mean, this is all written, and these prophecies have to come to pass. Oh, and believe they will. And we're at the door of these times right now. This door, all right, this door of mandates that they've opened is leading the world into a new world order. Let's put it like that. Okay? That's what it is. And once this door is fully opened and you step into it, because the whole world is going to be pushed into it, you're going to see a different side of the world. You know, the Lord is going to say round 2, begin. And that's when these violent prophecies are going to start taking place. Rapid fire. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Now let's move on. Okay, let's go here. This is the book of Psalms. But see, there's a balance to it all. So like there's a balance to it all. Because guess what? You're going to have destruction and tribulation on a scale that's never been seen before. But you know what? You're also going to have deliverance on a scale you've never seen before. Because we're all going to be on the planet Earth. We're going to be here. And majority of us, you know, you have brothers and sisters that are in different parts of the world, but a lot of us are here in Babylon, where it's going to be very, very bad. So if it's going to be very, very bad over here, well, the Lord is going to have to deliver us some way, somehow. Now, when the Lord told Elijah to flee, right, and he went to the brook, I think it was he hid in a cave and he drank from the brook. When the Lord sent him over there, you think Elijah was there already? No. Oh yeah, you know what? The Lord said he got me the. He didn't. He went there because the Lord told him to go there, and then the Lord had the ravens bring the food to him, and they never missed a beat. Okay, and Elijah, he wasn't making any preparations ahead of time. He just did as he was told. Lord said, "Go here to this widow woman. I have her prepared for you." And the Lord had her prepared. I mean, the Most High is the Father of all spirits. There's nothing he can't do. The water, the brook Kidron. That's right, bro. Shalom. All right, yeah, shalom to all you brothers and you elders watching. All right, you know, the elect out there. Lord willing, this is edifying, but I mean, you all see the times we in, you know, and you know what mindset you have to be in. But what you're seeing is glimpses of Isaiah 33:6. We're not panicking. We're not bugging out. We're seeing these things and we're putting it up. We're doing videos. You know, we locked into the spirit. We're watching like hawks. You know, all right, what's coming next? When is this coming? Okay, all right, they're pushing this here. Hey, they're doing this here. There's a video here. There's a video here. You know, there's some here. I mean, it's so hard. It's so much you can't keep up with it. But that's because we're all watching. Matter of fact, let me read this. This is the book of Psalms 119 and 126. It is time for thee, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, to what? To work. For they have made void thy law. And what we're seeing is the Lord is working. All right, he's working. And throughout last year up until this time, the Lord weeded out a lot of people. A lot of phonies. A lot of people who just came in because they feared the initial surge. You know, oh my gosh, what's going on? You know, they're saying there's this new thing out here. What's going on? And then getting towards the end of the year coming, this, oh, we brought a Vanessa and everybody can have it and everything looks like it's going back to normal. Ah, yes. Then you got these people who they just peace and safety. They fell right for it. But we knew that, look, we said it. We said, look, regardless of if they open things back up, that's not going to make a difference. That's not going to stop these prophecies from happening. So we didn't sit there and lose faith. Oh, well, whatever. You know, election time came. They got this creepy Biden up in here, but guess what? Lord got him in there. He's doing things. And a lot of people voted for him. His creep ass, every 2 seconds, he's coming down with his eyes wide open. And guess what? He's whispering and shit. Dude is a whole creep. But a lot of people voted for him. Biden save us. You guys remember that? We remember it. Biden save us. Oh shit. Hey, anybody but Trump. Yeah, get them out there. Oh yeah, Biden, Biden, Biden. Like he was some god. He was some superhero. Everybody go vote. Go vote. Oh, go put your that. Well, guess what? You don't put him there. So you're gonna deal with what he has for you. And he has a lot of things for you. Yeah, like the brother said, man. Peter Biden. Okay? But he got a lot of things for you. Okay? He has some nice cold concentration camps for you. All right? He has some nice forced Vanessas. He has some nice mandates. They got it all for you. Biden's America. You wanted it, it's here. You got to deal with it. I mean, look, we looking at all this and we just, you know, we clap in the hand because it is time. And like we just read in Psalms 119 and 126, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is working. And this, you know what? This boosts our confidence. You know why? It boosts our faith because everything that we've been saying and we've been taught, starting with our elders and apostles, is happening according as it is written. So what does that mean? Well, that means that what does the scripture say? If a prophet prophesies something and it doesn't come to pass, you're going to know that the Most High didn't send them. So that means that the vice versa works as well. If a prophet prophesies something in the name of the Lord and it comes to pass, you're going to know that the Lord sent them. So now you be the judge. You look at what's going on right now and you be the judge and find out, well, who was warning you about all these things? And that means that what? The Lord said he was going to deliver us. So what is he going to do? He's going to deliver us. The Lord said he's going to feed us. So what is he going to do? He's going to feed us. The same power that said that there's going to be famines is the same power that says, I'm going to feed you. So when you see the famines, why would you not expect him to feed you? Same power that says there's going to be death and chaos is the same power that says at famine and destruction, thou shalt laugh. So when I see death and chaos, I'm getting ready to laugh. I'm not getting ready to cry and mourn. See, the same power that says there's going to be thermonuclear destruction is the same power that says, but I'm going to deliver the elect out of it. You see, so if you see the negatives, well, there's going to be positives. The Lord said when they come in like a flood, the standard is going to be lifted. So don't fear the flood. If the flood never comes in, how is the standard going to be lifted? If the tribulation never comes, how is the deliverance going to come? How do you get saved from something when there's nothing to be saved from? The salvation doesn't come before the destruction. The destruction comes first. So yes, the Lord needs to build them up. They need to come like a dragon. They need to speak like a dragon. They need to breathe that fire. That's the trials. And once that starts, guess what? That's when the Lord lifts up the standard. So fear not, man. This is prophecy, and we knew ahead of time. Okay, so what you should have been doing was preparing your faith, because this is prophecy. All right, this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, starting at verse 1. It says, Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. And that's what we've been doing. We've been speaking the words of prophecy. And you know what? A lot of people didn't like to hear us and some of them, it wasn't because they didn't believe, but they were afraid. A lot of people were afraid of the things we were saying. And because of that, they denied it. When deep down inside, they knew it was true. They denied it because they didn't want to believe that that was real. And it was easy for them to get distracted by the world because everything looked like it was normal. So they could just listen and say, damn, man, that could be true. But no, that's not gonna. Nah, I've been hearing that since my grandmother's time. No. And then they go and get distracted. But now the Lord is like, no, he's taking the distractions away and he's putting it in your face. And now they're like, oh, damn, man, the one thing they tried to deny, well, guess what? Voila, it's here because it's prophecy and prophecy cannot be broken. Okay. Verse 2, it says, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. And I mean, like just look at how close we are. From the beginning, from all those different years, from 2,000 years ago, how excited do you think you don't think the disciples were excited when they found the Messiah and they had known of the things that it was written of for the Lord to do? Of course they were excited. That's why they thought when Yahushua came back then that he was going to set the kingdom up. But then they had to wait a whole couple more years, man. And now here we are. Here we are. We are seeing things that everybody else hoped to see, that everybody else hoped to experience. Well, guess what? We're here. This is how close we are. This is how close we are to getting all these things, man. For these things to be fulfilled and for the kingdom of heaven to be established. Yeah, the kingdom of heaven. I mean, everybody knows, everybody mentions the kingdom of heaven. Oh, the kingdom of heaven. Oh, the kingdom of heaven. Oh, the Bible. Oh, heaven. Oh, this. Well, guess what? Here we are. All right. And it's just a matter of time. We can feel it. We can taste it spiritually. You know, so that's why we're excited. So our labors are not in vain. We getting ready for the paycheck, man. I mean, we could see, you know what I'm saying, the boss putting the money in the check. He's sealing it up. He's writing the names on it. And we just got to wait just a little bit longer, and he's going to start handing them out. All right? He's going to start handing them out. So now is the time to stand firm, man. Now is the time to stay strong. Of course, now is the difficult time, but we're close. What do you expect? Of course it's going to be hard. But if you can make it out of this, man, if you can hold on just a little bit longer, if you can strengthen your faith and believe, if you can believe, man, the Lord said, if you have faith as the seed, a grain of a mustard seed, roughly paraphrasing, you can move mountains. So if you can believe, man, and believe in these words and believe in the scriptures, you're going to do great things. You're going to see great things. I don't know about you, but I want to see great things. I want to see miracles. I want spiritual power. I want to see spiritual power. I want the Lord to do works on the earth. I want our power, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, to make his name known on the earth, to get that praise, to get that renown, to be known like he was back then, and even greater. That's what we want. So hell yeah. And we believe it. We believe our power is real and he's there and he's finna work. You know, and we're glad to watch the Lord work. So Barakatha Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai that these things are taking place. And anybody else that doesn't believe, well, you take it up with the Lord. Okay, but over here, we're going to serve Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Even if it means we got to die, life, death, all that pales in comparison to our belief in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. All right, so now let's go to the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 16. And I'm just going to hit a few points here and there just to get the point across. Okay, but these scriptures are written. Ezra, when he saw this, he was afraid. But guess what? It had to be fulfilled. At some point in time, these visions that we're seeing have to come to pass. And the Lord saved the best for last. The scariest too. Because remember, this is a time that has never been before. So what we're entering into is something that's going to get progressively worse, and it's going to get so bad to the point where it's going to surpass anything that has ever been recorded, anything that has ever been noted, anything that has ever happened. So that's intense, man. All right, 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse, let's see. Verse 14, it says, "Behold, plagues are sent." Now, if plagues are sent, that means somebody sent them, right? And who sent these plagues? Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai sent these plagues. It says, "And shall not return again until they come upon the earth." So when we read about these judgments, guess what? They are sent, and they're not going to return back to the Lord. They're going to come upon the earth. That's why the scriptures talk about woe to the inhabitants of the earth, woe unto the world and them that dwell therein, because these plagues have been set to hit this earth. All right, verse 15, it says, "The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth, like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward." Yeah, you're not gonna see if freaking man, The Rock, if Dwayne Johnson, right, went and picked up a bow and he flexed with all his might, he grabbed it, he just stretched and he released it, the arrow's not gonna go and do a U-turn, oops, and then come back and hit him. That doesn't happen. It's not gonna happen. That arrow is gonna go with speed, precision, and force, or if he's good at shooting, right? If he's good at archery. But the point is, it's not gonna come back in return in reverse. See, so as the scripture is making the analogy, like an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, returneth not backwards. It goes straight to the mark, right? Even so, the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again. So, if you see a brolic ass individual pulling the arrow in the bow and he's aiming it at you, you're not gonna stand there hoping the arrow is gonna do a U-turn. You're gonna start running or try to duck because in your mind you know the second he releases it, the arrow's coming straight for me. And it's the same thing. And guess what? The Lord has released these prophecies, and it's coming straight for the earth. All right, wild animals, spirits created for vengeance, punishing the wicked unto destruction. This ain't gonna be those scary movies with a comedy twist, you know, where the apparition shows up, but then he never touches you. He just scares you a bit and then disappears. Ooh, you know what I'm saying? He might pull the blankets off you. You know, it might cause the lights to shake, white lights to flicker a bit, windows open and close, but then he ain't never touch you. You know, you just know that he's there. No, 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 no. They're gonna get physical. Them demons are gonna get physical. They're gonna pop up. You're gonna grab your ass and pull you off the bed. Forget what a demon want with your comforter. He wants you. He gonna grab you and start banging you on the doors and shit, kicking you. You know what I'm saying? You think angels can't do that? You think demons can't do that? They did it to Heliodorus. They came and they beat the dude's ass so bad he was about to die. And those are angels. So how much more for spirits that are created specifically for this time? And the scriptures say that what? It says in their fury they lay on sore strokes and appease the wrath of him that made them. The only thing these spirits care about is pleasing Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. And the only way to do that is by destroying people that the Lord has set them to destroy. Ezekiel 9:5. It talks about what? Let not your eye spare, neither have ye pity. That was a command that the Lord gave those angels. So when these death angels get unleashed out here, and you wonder, well, how the hell is what's this dude's name? Mayor Bill de Blasio mandating policies. How is that going to lead to apparitions coming about when you talking about death angels? Well, just wait and see, because everything happens in progression. And so you're gonna, when you get to the point where demons are beating your ass, you're gonna think back to when we were just here and say, damn, how the hell did we get here? You know, when the power outages come in, and when lights go out, people get crazy. Yeah, people get crazy. In the beginning, they go into a denial mode because they say, oh, well, if the lights are out, you know, then they'll come back on, right? Yeah, they have companies, they'll fix it until they realize that, yo, ain't nobody fixing it. 2-3 days go by, and then it sinks in. Reality hits them like, yo, bro, ain't nothing being fixed, bro. There's nothing gonna be fixed. That's when people get desperate. All right, hold up, they ain't fixing it. Well, we need to start doing something. And then the sun goes down, and then it gets dark. Then it's a whole different ball game. I mean, reality is about it going from 0 to 100 real quick. It's from survival to the fittest real quick. All right. Let's see. So continuing, it says, verse 17. Woe is me! Woe is me! Now you notice when you read it, it has an exclamation mark. So Ezra, he wasn't just, oh, woe is me, woe is me. Nah, he saw it and he oh shit. Like today we was, oh shit, what the, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, damn, like, oh, what are we gonna do? Like, yo, what am I gonna? And this was a vision. And this is how scared and terrified he was of the vision. Right? And he says, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings. And Yahushua said it. So, you know what? We know that everything that's written here in 2nd Ezra 16 on down, the famines and the chaos, we know that that's the same time Yahushua was referring to, because he also called then the beginning of sorrows. Now, events like this have happened throughout the course of history, but for all these particular events to happen at the same time on the level that they're going to happen on is only going to happen once. And that's going to be the Jacob's trouble. Okay? So it says the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear. So those that, people turn on the news to get comforted, because whenever, or they go to church to get comforted. Whenever chaos happens, they buying Bibles, they go into churches, they turning on the news because they want to hear somebody assure them that everything is going to be okay. They're not going to have the answers. All right? Prophecy's going to grab you like, look at me, I'm the captain now. It's going to look at like, these people ain't going to have the answers. Them news anchors, they're not going to have the answers. Scientists ain't going to have the answers. All right, so as it says, the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. And the word evil means a bad time. Okay? What shall I do when these evils shall come? So they're coming. All right, these evils are coming. And the Lord is speeding up these days, pushing us towards them. Verse 19, behold, and it's going to list a few of these: famine and plague, tribulation and anguish, are sent as scourges for amendment, but for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. So as these things are hitting them, these dumbass idiots, if you look at when they shut things down and they reopened it, they ran right back to it. They ran right back to it, man. You would think somebody would sit back and look and say, yo, hold on, but if they're saying the Revelation 13 and 16 is not the Marcus, what is the purpose of the Marcus? What is that thing? Why are they coming out with it? What does this serve? Where does it fit into the scriptures? Because it looks like it's a big thing that is gonna, change a lot in the world. So where does it play in prophecy? What is it? Why are they busy coming up with a electronic tag to put inside people? Why is that in all their agendas? That's a key part of their agenda, to have everybody tagged. So if that's not Revelation 13 and that has nothing to do with it, then what is it? Why is it there? Why are they inventing it? What purpose does it serve? And that's when that's the John 3:16. That's the Solomon had it. It doesn't make sense. It's only one thing, man. It's one thing. And really deep down inside, everybody knows what it is, man. Even people that are in the world, they know what it is. All right. Even people that don't even believe in the Bible, they know what it is. But as it says here, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. You know why? Because the Lord has blinded them so that they can't see it. And if you can't see it and you don't repent, then Lord ain't got to heal you and you're going to get destroyed. Because guess what? People like to think, oh, God loves everybody. No, there's people the Most High you wants to kill. There's people the Most High you wants to judge. And because of that, he says, no, keep him blind. Blind his ass so I could judge him well. And then he says, blind him, make him proud, and then keep him, preserve him. Preserve him. Don't give him I don't want him to suffer a light death. No. Preserve him. So when Jacob's trouble comes, I got something special for him. And then their dumbass walks around thinking, oh, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing happened to me yet. I must be doing something good. No, you're just being preserved for judgment. What you want is to be corrected on the spot when you go off. That's what you want. But if the Lord is just like, no, let him go, and you know you're going off, then you should really fear then. All right, you should really fear. All right, but it says here, verse 21, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth, or upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. You notice it says they shall grow. And what have you been seeing? A rising trend of these things getting worse. Gun violence, okay? People starving to death. Guess what? Yeah, it's happening. You may not see it big over here, but even in other countries it's happening. But here, you went from people being well off and good and so on and so forth to now average individuals, everyday people standing on lines at food pantries. And soon it's going to get to the point where And people notice it little by little. You go to your restaurant, there's not, oh no, we don't serve any more of this. You go to the grocery store, it's not there. You come back 2 weeks later, it's still not there. And you notice these things, but you put it in the back of your mind. These things growing. They're growing. And what happens when something grows? It gets bigger and bigger because until it's unavoidable. So that's what you see happening. These things are growing, and with time and with different events, they grow faster. Okay? So let's see how this new lockdown goes. They said FEMA is going to be setting up, their nationwide alert system. Now, hold on. What I actually wanted to do as well, okay, because I'm not going to read the whole 2nd Ezra 16. It's a long chapter, but what I want to do is pull up, which brother, I'm sure brothers are familiar with this, but it's the if I can find it, the FEMA executive orders, because there are a few in there that when you read, you sit back and you're like, damn, they're gonna do all this, and we knew they were gonna do this, but then the thing was, well, what would cause them to do it? What specific scenario, what specific road would they use to implement these things, the forced relocations and the separating and the splitting of families? It's written in there, and it's executive orders. So that means what? They're gonna be able to do it. So now you think in your head, okay, well, if they're gonna be doing these things, well, what is gonna give them the justification to enact and fully just put into place these laws? Yep, like the brother put, FEMA's kill list, yeah. The red list, blue list, I believe the other one was a yellow list. Yeah. And they've got everybody categorized. So if you think you about to what, trust me, man, if you watching this stream or if you watch any of our video, you on the red list. All right. You're not going to no blue, that no. They got you on a list. We know we on the red list, but I mean, why the hell do we care about your red list? You on the Most High's red list. Now let's see who can deliver who out of what. Most High can easily deliver us from your hands, but there's nobody in existence that can deliver you from the hands of the Most High. So I don't know about you, but you can put me on your red list all you want. If I'm on the Most High's green list, that's all we care about. That's the winner right there. Okay, to hell with Esau and his whole. You look at the world right now, everything is done. There's things that have been crumbled that are never gonna come back. The world is done. It's changed, man. Everything is through. Just every article that comes out nowadays is just done. Everything is just shut down, man. There's no going back. You can't go back. Okay? Everything has changed. These devils, Revelation 12:12, these devils are ready. And they are coming down with that wrath, man. Now is the time. Okay, and now is the time for heavy prayer as well, man. Always remember to pray. Pray that the Lord has mercy on you. Pray that the Lord delivers you. Okay, we're gonna be, man. Trust me, man. You may think you're doing the right thing, but it's gonna get so bad that you're gonna be afraid. Hey, Ezra was afraid, and we read Ezra was a great man of the Lord, but he was afraid. So if I could find these executive orders, that'd be nice. All right, now I know because Google. There we go. Perfect. All right, so I have them here, and with these executive orders, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, quite a few. Okay, but it basically gives you a brief sentence of what each of them do. Now, as I read through this, just really start thinking about how much more realistic they sound now that this whole thing is manifesting the way it is, and they're coming with mandates, and they're saying this, that, and the third. Really think about it, and think about the acronym of FEMA and what that stands for. Okay, you're gonna say, oh yeah, these devils, man. All right, so you have Executive Order 10995. It says seizure of all communications media in the United States. Executive Order 10997, seizure of all electric power fuels and minerals, public and private. And you'll notice that in a lot of these other executive orders, they when it comes to taking away things from people, they list public and private. They always put that public and private. That means no more mine. It ain't yours no more. You ain't yours. All right. It says seizure of all hear this out. Seizure of all means of transportation, including personal cars, trucks, or vehicles of any kind, and total control of highways, seaports, and waterways. Does this ring a bell? Does this sound a little something like 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter? Does that sound a little like maybe 2nd Ezra 15 and 17? A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Okay. Executive Order 11000. Seizure of all American people. Okay. So they coming for the communications. Okay. They coming for the electrical grid. Okay. They coming for the transportation. Your brand new car. They don't care. It's theirs now. Okay. But now they coming for you. Okay. Seizure of all American people for workforces. All right. Under federal supervision. Here's the kicker. Including the splitting of families if the government finds it necessary. Oh, okay. That's interesting. That's cute. So how the hell did you go from my rights, I got privileges, I got rights, it's my constitutional rights, to now them being able to split you up from your family? But hold on. If the government finds it necessary. Not you. They don't care about what you got to say. They don't care if you're consenting or not. If they find it necessary, they can split you up from your family. But now you ask yourself, wait, why do you have executive orders like this? I mean, these are executive orders. When were you planning to use these? That's that's what you should really ask him. When were you? And you got Biden, his big ass head. He just came up in there. Oh, sign. Where's creepy ass smile? Sign. And then everybody, hey, he's signing them orders. Oh shit, he's gonna make the world a better place. All right. Executive Order 11001. Seizure of all health, education, and welfare facilities, public and private. Now, you know what? Let's actually do this. Go to CDC and you type in shielding approach. Okay. And as this is not, we're not making this up. It's look, man, it's right there. CDC.gov. If you go and you type in CDC shielding approach, it's the first link right there. Okay. And it says here, interim operational considerations for implementing the shielding approach to prevent the sicky Vicky infections in humanitarian settings. And then you have here, what is the shielding approach? Now I'm going to come back to this right after I read the last, I think, 4 more executive orders. Okay. But you'll basically hear that this is a nice, well-packaged load of BS. And in a roundabout way, they're telling you, hey, we're going to take you out your house and we're going to put you in an isolation center, an internment camp. You know why? Because they said it. When this pandemic started, they said it. Was it the CDC, one of the directors? He said that, look, we're going to need to come into the circulation. We're going to need to enter the households. And we're going to need to remove people from the households, remove them from the circulation, all right, and isolate them. Then you got other people talking about we got to find the unvanessed. We got to seek them out and destroy them where they live. That's the agenda, okay? That's the agenda, man. Yeah, like the brother said, man, if y'all think we're here to play around, we're not, you know? People think it's a game. Oh, okay, it's a game till you end up in here. You think they're going to put you in there and 2 weeks later you good? You know, I did my time. I'm coming out. Oh, no, you ain't coming out shit. All right. Let's go back to the FEMA executive orders. Because these executive orders, once again, they were not put here for no reason. And they weren't just here to just stay there. Then why the hell would you sign them? Why would you sign executive orders to never enact them? No, but now you can see how through this whole situation, we went from walking around, doing whatever you wanted when they were working in the background to now, boom, mandates. And as these mandates move forward and forward, they're going to start to sound a lot more like these executive orders. Because you know what happens when you issue mandates? You need to enforce the mandates. enforce the mandates. Okay? So now think about what that might look like. So let's see. Executive Order 11002 empowered the Postmaster General to register all men, women, and children in the U.S. Executive Order 11003 seizure of all airports and aircrafts. You got people that when you tell them this, oh nah, I'm out, bro. You know, I just leave. I just go. Are you thinking when we say this? You gotta think realistically. It says that they're gonna be able to take all your transportation. Okay, say you say, I got a hidden car in my garage somewhere. Cool. You get in your hidden car. What road are you driving on? You got cars, they got cars. Except their cars are more dangerous than yours. Their cars have mounted machine guns on them. Their cars have freaking tanks. You know what I'm saying? They moving. What your car got? You know? It says they're going to seizure of all airports and aircrafts. That means nobody coming in the country, nobody's leaving the country. Okay? It says here, Executive Order 11004, seizure of all housing and finance authorities to establish, check this out, seizure of all housing and finance authorities to establish forced relocation, designated areas to be abandoned as unsafe. Now start thinking in your head. Think about that bill, that New York bill that was proposed, where they could remove you from your house and take you to an internment camp. Okay, if they deemed it necessary, if they deemed you a public health threat, aka you are unsafe to be around, aka if there's an outbreak in a certain area, that area is unsafe, meaning you need to start relocating people. Okay, so think about the use of these languages. Well, what makes an area unsafe? Think about it. What makes an area unsafe? And then they said forced relocation. Wait, but I don't want to go. You don't get a choice. Where are you taking me? Don't worry about that. Forced relocation. And now we're seeing them setting up these green zones, as they call them. So it's about to get interesting, man. It's about to get very, very interesting. So now this is on the CDC website. And I think it was also the CDC website where they had the whole zombie apocalypse. So that's interesting that they had that on there. All right. So here it says, what is the shielding approach? And it says, the shielding approach aims to reduce the number of severe sicky-vicky cases by limiting contact between individuals at higher risk of developing severe disease. Limiting contact. Okay. It says, and the general population. High-risk individuals would be temporarily relocated to safe or green zones established at the household, neighborhood, camp/sector, or community level, depending on the context and setting. You hear this? They will be temporarily relocated. Now, you gotta learn how these devils talk. They throw keywords in there to calm you down. Because if they just say relocated, what do you mean relocated? How long? But when they throw the word temporarily, even if you don't know what it means, you go look it up. Oh, temporary. That means it's not forever. All right, cool. Well, I mean, hold on. The 15 days to flatten the curve, that was temporary. You know what I'm saying? The 2 weeks and then the lockdown will be over, that was temporary. How temporary was it? I mean, we're still in the temporary phase. Okay? So temporary, well, okay, who determines what's temporary? Is 2 weeks temporary? Is a month temporary? Is 2 years temporary? It says, and I mean, at this point, it doesn't matter how they say it. They're going to turn around and do whatever it is they're going to want to do. All right. And we told you. And you know why? What we're telling you is coming to pass? Because the Lord said it. And we're telling you what the end goal is. We're telling you this is what these devils are going to do. You know why? Because in order for them to achieve their New World Order, they have to do this. In their minds, the solution to get to their New World Order involves tagging everybody. So regardless, they're going to have to do it. Even if they said, oh, this is prophecy, so because of that, we're going to purposely not do this because we don't want it to seem like we're fulfilling prophecy. They're going to sit back and turn around and say, look, we got to do it anyway because we want our New World Order. And the Lord is putting that thought into their mind. He put it into their mind that all these thousands of years later, they would think of a way to enslave humanity, and the way they would think about was what he had written. What John saw was not a prediction. He saw the future. That means it's already happened. All right, it's set to happen. He saw it happening and he wrote it down. He didn't predict, oh, this is what I think is going to happen. He said, look, I've been there. I saw this. This is what I saw happening. So now you can expect, because now you're about to face it. All right. So let's keep going. Now it says here, they would have minimal contact with family members and other low-risk residents. Once again, why would they say, we're going to make sure you don't ever see your family again? No, 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 no. They will say minimal contact. At least you get some contact. Once again, that's BS. Because the same devils one day came and said, it's illegal to have businesses mandate a experimental drug. Then the same demons turned around a couple days later and said, oh, by the way, these businesses are going to mandate it. So there goes your credibility. Now it says current evidence indicates that older adults and people of any age who have serious underlying medical conditions are at higher risk for severe illness from the sicky vicky. It says, let me see, let me find. Yeah, for this reason, the shielding approach suggests physically separating high-risk individuals from the general population to prioritize the use of the limited available resources and avoid implementing long-term containment measures among the general population. In other words, let's take out these high-risk individuals and isolate them. So that way, we don't got to waste ICU beds on these people and waste ventilators on these people and enact lockdowns on everybody because of these people. Implementing long-term containment measures. We don't got to do that for the general population. Let's find the high-risk individual. Now, who's considered high risk? Oh, maybe somebody that refused the Vanessa. Yeah, they're very high risk. They can be very dangerous. Take them out. Now, you notice the words they used. And I'm not reading this from some conspiracy website. This is from the CDC.gov website. This is what they're saying. Okay? And they said physically separating. Okay? Physically separating from the general population. Now, what happens if you are considered high risk and your family is not? Well, your family would be considered a part of the general population and you would be considered the high risk individual. And where do you think they're going to want to take you? Now, when they said this, you think they didn't account for resistance? They know that nobody's going to sit there and say, hey, come and take me out of my house, separate me from my family. No. But then they still have it there anyway. So I wonder what they're going to use to grab people out of their houses and take them to isolate. That might have to be forced relocation. Maybe something like what was written in the executive orders. And I know they're not gonna bring some skinny, pale Edomite pull up with you with a freaking clipboard. Sir, yeah, you just need to come with me, sir. They ain't gonna do that, man. You people, if you think this is a game, man, you better think again. All right, you better think again. So it says, in theory, shielding may serve its objective to protect high-risk populations from disease and death. However, implementation of the approach necessitates strict adherence. Okay, hold on a second. Strict adherence. So let's do this. This is the definition of the word adherence. It says attachment or commitment to a person, cause, or belief. The quality or process of sticking fast to an object or surface. Okay, so the commitment to a cause or belief. So this is going to require strict commitment to this policy, to this belief. Okay, it says strict adherence to protocol. Inadvertent introduction of the V, all right, the sicky V, into a green zone may result in rapid transmission among the most vulnerable populations the approach is trying to protect. So they got to really be strict about it, because they can't run the risk of increasing or introducing the sicky vicky to the vulnerable populations. This is on your CDC website, and there's much more to it, but I'm not going to read through all of that, you know. But what I will do is go back and read one more precept, okay, here in the book of Second Esdras. And I know brothers had some, you know, some fire precepts on the comment board, but Salaki, I wasn't able to get to them, you know. I might try to read a few, but I just want to get this real quick in the book of Second Esdras. Now, you know, now remember, in the scriptures in Second Esdras, it talks about the the cities, all right, being desolate of men. So one person is gonna desire to talk to somebody else, and they're not gonna be able to hear them. It talks about so many dead bodies that it's like dung upon the face of the earth. Okay, a lot of women becoming widows, a lot of women getting taken. You know, man, women gonna get taken, men gonna get taken. Here it is, you walking, you got a dude walking with a chick, and they get approached by some big bellied, brolic ass hillbilly asses with their shotguns on the back of their neck, and they talking about, let the girl go, we want him. What the hell? You know what I'm saying? But judgment, you know? Or here it is, you got these chicks that be running around with these thugs. Everybody want to be a thug, right? A thug and a diva. So they run around with these thugs, you know what I'm saying? Dude got his pants sagging, always smoking, talking shit. Tyrone and Jamal, right? So here it is, you guys are pulling up. Oh my gosh, where do we go? Yo, shut up, I got this. You know what I'm saying? And then they go and they meet maybe a group of guys that are like, yo, what's up? Who that? And then all of a sudden, she's looking here, she turns back and Tyrone is gone. She's reaching to grab his arm so he can protect her, and she's grabbing air, because he's 50 miles down the line with dust on his feet because he's out. And now you wondering, hold on, what happened? I thought Tyrone was gonna stick up and fight for me and protect me. No. He's out. He's gone. You know? And he totally forgot about you in that instance. What are you gonna do then? You know? Well, you better call upon the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, they coming for one thing, and they finna. If you got a group of freaking 10 guys who see a chick and she, you know, you like these Miss Independents. Don't talk to me. I got a man. They walking around like they all hot shit, dressed in provocatively, tight ass pants and all of that. And you see a group of freaking 10 dudes in a gang, and they roll up on your ass, and they're gonna have turns. All right, they're gonna have turns. Okay, he's done. He passes you, and then by the time you reach the 10th guy, the first guy's recovered. He's back for round 2. He got his break. You ain't get shit. You ain't get no breaks. This is gonna be a reality, and they're not finna make love to you. They're not. They don't want to be gentle and caress you and you know and make you. I like to caress the booty. They're not. They're not doing that to you. Okay, they're here for one thing and one thing only, and they finna take that. Lord could put a crazy spirit on them to where they could freaking go cannibalistic, you know, rape you and then eat you. Or maybe keep you as a sex slave. Wild shit, man, because who's going to stop them? The cops? The cops going, yeah, I got you. Oh, I'll protect and serve, all right. Then they handcuff your ass and they protect and serve themselves to you. They you know what I'm saying? They get a piece of that and serve each other with you. Okay? Shit is going to get wild out here, man, and there's going to be no sense of security for anybody. All right? Yep. Like the brother said, man, that Jodeci spirit is out the window, you know. And you know what? Just because you try to act humble, then the Lord ain't gonna forget the wickedness, man. The child support, I mean, just the pride and the wickedness. And you know, sometimes you sit back and you really you meditate in your head and you look at them and you say, you're so frail and fragile. You really have no power. You really have no defense mechanism other than your words. You're not physically strong. When shit goes south, who's the prey? The women are the prey. They're considered a part of the booty, a part of the spoils. But yet you scratch your head because you look around in society and you say, damn, you guys act like y'all the predators. You know what I'm saying? What you said, nigga? I'm like, damn, you got a deep ass voice. You acting like they act so, you know what I'm saying, so like up there. And in reality, you're like, wait, hold on, you the prey. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should be worried. You should be off the radar. But they put themselves on the radar. I'm a hot girl. It's a hot girl summer. You know? I'm a hot girl and I like the way I am and I'm proud of it. And they're proud as hell. Now, just because you try to act humble then, the Lord knows your past. He knows everything you've done. And he's not going to let you escape. You may be hiding somewhere and the Lord will put the spirit on whoever he wants to find you. Okay? And then you will experience hell on earth because you need to pay. You will need to pay. And the beautiful thing about it is the Lord doesn't discriminate. You know, it's not, okay, well, if he's a guy, give him 50 stripes. And then if she's a girl, give her 20 stripes. No, 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 no. Most High don't discriminate. Oh, she's a girl. Just give her 20 stripes. Get the hell out of here, bro. You know, she gonna get all the stripes the Lord wants her to get, and then some. Okay? And then they're gonna come running. Oh, please, please, I'm sorry. No, 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 no. Ain't no sorries. Oh, no, no, no. All right, yeah. Them OnlyFans. Now, see, here's one thing. These girls are so disgusting, all right, so dirty. You know, they go and they not only do they post, you know, videos of themselves and all that, they post videos of them having intercourse with dudes. I got pictures for $5, meetups for $120. You know what I'm saying? Videos for $200. And then guess what? Your dumbass, so when you do the meetup in your own crib, the hood nigga that you invited to your crib and gave him the address just because he paid $120, and he pulls up to your crib and then he does what he does and he, you know, ejaculates in you and all that and the third, and he leaves, right? Okay. And then all hell breaks loose, and then all of a sudden he just forgets your address, right? You forget that maybe 15 different guys that you had meetups with know where you live. They know your address. And they're not finna pay for meetups. They come in there, knock, knock. Well, you didn't set up a meetup meeting. No, I'm here now. This is the meeting. I'm setting it up right now. Because he's not there to pay you shit. He knows where you live. You know, but they don't think. You gonna outsmart the Most High? You gonna outsmart the angels? I mean, what really goes on through your mind? You're gonna do wickedness and everything is gonna be all sweet. Do wickedness, wipe your mouth, say I have done no wrong. And when the judgment comes, Most High just lets you slide. You bugged out of your mind, man. Completely bugged out of your mind. All right, so this is 2nd Ezra 16, and let's see. Oh, speaking of which, 2nd Ezra 16, and I'm going to read this, and then we're going to jump down again. Verse 53. It says, let not the sinner say that he have not sinned. And that's something that a lot of these women do. They like to play the victim. You know? I mean, damn, this chick is wicked. You catch her in the act, and she gonna act like she don't know what's going on. And you know what? Instead of dealing with it, she gonna do a whole U-turn and try to bring up, well, what about you when you was looking at that girl's ass in the gym? You got caught riding on somebody. What are you talking about? And they act like they have not sinned. Oh no, Lord! I deep down inside, I always believed in you, and I'm holy, and I've had a bad life. I've been traumatized, and no. Because when you were doing wickedness, you weren't thinking about that. Why are you thinking about it now? You need to keep the same energy. Let not the sinner, and not only for women, for everybody in general. We acknowledge that we're sinners. We acknowledge that we're not perfect, and that's why we pray for forgiveness. And we hope the Lord has mercy on us. Let not the sinner say that he hath not sinned, for the Most High shall burn coals of fire upon his head, which saith before the Lord power and his glory, I have not sinned. Everybody's going to get the work. And only those that believed are going to get rewarded, man. There's going to be reward, and there's going to be pain, suffering. But the Lord said we're going to laugh. He said we're gonna laugh. He didn't just say we're gonna just how do you laugh when all hell is breaking loose? You must be in a very good condition, a very good predicament to laugh. At famine, laugh. At destruction, laugh. The Lord said he got us, man. So he got us. Okay, so now let's jump down. Let's go to the 68th verse. which, I mean, we bring this out all the time, but guess what? This is the time we're in. And very soon, we're not going to bring out these prophecies. We're not going to bring out these scriptures. They're going to be there. The prophecies are going to be speaking themselves. All right, this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols. Okay? And that's what they're going to do. They're going to take you to these nice green zones. And actually, when you keep reading, it talks about, oh, they have latrines, they have, you know, bathrooms, they have sanitation and all. No, 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 no. It's not good. I mean, this is a concentration camp. And number one, the kind of people they're taking there are not people they really care for. Right? These are people that if they throw you in there, they don't really care for you. They're not gonna come there and advocate for, oh, is it clean enough for you? You know, is the pillow soft enough for you? They're not doing that. They throw you in there like you're an animal. You know, you'd be lucky to make it out alive. Okay? But this is what it's gonna look like, man. This is what the world is gonna be. This is gonna be the new normal. All right. But when they bring that tag, when they bring it, and like we've been saying, and you see it, and it's on the news, and you know what? The same way they've completely commercialized this Vanessa, where every 2 seconds there's a TV commercial, there's somebody on the street, there's a V bus with tents, and they're just poking people. Everywhere you go, it's just Vanessa, Vanessa, Vanessa. Well, guess what? When they push this Marcus, everywhere you go is going to be Marcus, Marcus, Marcus. Every corner you turn, somebody's making music videos or somebody's walking around with it, everything. You go to the store, there's a scanning machine. You go to the gym, there's a scanning machine. It's going to be everywhere, man. And you're not going to be able to deny it, you know, and it's going to be in your face. And we're all going to be tempted, and we're all going to be tried. And people will break. Okay, but that's when you need to remember the scriptures say, seek out your own salvation with fear and with trembling. Yes, we exhort one another to keep going, but at the end of the day, I can't stop you from taking it, you know, and I can't make you not take it. We all have to pray that the Lord puts a spirit on us to not take it. Okay, under no circumstances do you take it. If you want this, you better make sure you don't take it, man. And I pray I don't take it. And I pray all of you don't take it. Okay? And it will be hard because some of your loved ones might end up breaking. But you have to be willing to accept the fact that, you know what? It's fine. I see you on the other side. Okay? You may deal with Vanessa. All right? I'm not saying go deal with her. I'm saying maybe somebody might deal with Vanessa. And who knows? The Lord might have mercy on them at the end of the day. But if you turn around and you go and say, oops, the pressure was too much and I went and boop. It doesn't matter if you cut off your whole hand right after. It don't matter what because you're not going to do that. All right. You're not going to say they put the Marcus here and then I went and cut off my hand. Nobody's going to sit there and grab a butcher's knife and cut off their hand. All right. You're going to shit, this shit hurt. You're not going to cut off your hand. All right. And you're not going to go to no tattoo parlor and pull down your pants and they're going to say, oh, let me inject this mark into your ass. They're not going to do that. Roll down your cheeks, spread your legs. Whoop. No. Here it is. You get to the store and then whoop. That's not how it works, man. They're going to kick you out the store. All right. So those jokes that, they crack, oh, what if I get in my toes, my kneecaps, my joints, my quads, and my biceps? That's not realistic because the ones who are issuing it, they have certain policies you got to follow. But it will come. And as a matter of fact, it's here. It's just, now it's just a matter of time. All right, so I'm going to read a couple more verses. Verse 70, it says, 2nd Ezra 16 and 70, or 69, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot. You're going to have people consenting, thinking that they're going to be well off, No, wait, no, I'll take it, fine, I'll take it. And you think, all right, cool, I'll take it. You know what, maybe I was just bugging out. It's not that big of a deal. The pastor told me that it's not what I think it is, so I'm good. You are not good, bro. You just signed your death certificate. one of the most, if not the most painful way to die. You just enlisted for that. First class ticket. All right, one-way ticket to the second death. Congratulations, you got front row seats. The second you do that. But they're going to take it thinking that they're going to be good. That's why Yahushua said, he that shall seek to save his life shall lose it. You know? Because under the pressure and the fear, people are going to break. But it says what? They're going to be trodden underfoot. Verse 70, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. That's why it's going to be like a flood. Every place and the next cities. We're going to be like pilgrims, like fugitives. Okay? But in every situation, some way, somehow, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to deliver us. Okay? He's going to give us the tip off. He's going to let us know just in time, you know, to be good. And it's gonna be miracles, man. It's gonna be miracles, because there's gonna be certain situations that there's no way you getting out of that, man. You can't even, you're not even gonna be able to think of a way out. But so long as you just have faith, there will be a way out. Okay? Verse 71, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. But as they come, the Lord said he's gonna lift up a standard. And we're gonna see what that standard looks like. But we know that it's gonna be more than enough, all right, to protect and to deliver the Lord's elect. Verse 72, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen. Okay, who have been chosen by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua from the foundation of the earth, from the world. It says, and cast them, Oslakia, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. And if you truly believe in the Lord, you're going to believe in those words. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is your guide. So there you go. The Lord said it. After all that hell, okay, that Ezra saw, at the end, he assured us of what? Deliverance. The same thing in Jeremiah 30:7. But he shall be saved out of it. So yes, it's going to get chaotic, but don't get overwhelmed with that. Because through all the chaos, there's always going to be a way that the Lord is going to create to deliver his elect. I mean, he parted the Gulf of Suez in half. You know what I'm saying? Like, he parted it so we could walk on that. All right? And a lot of these miracles are miracles that you don't see coming. It's possibilities you don't see. But just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's impossible. Okay? So that's pretty much it. I'm going to end it here. Let's see. Yep, this is Spiritual Armor 1/3. Yahweh, Isaiah 30:3. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. And that's what's going to happen to a lot of these people, man. Only those that trust in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai are going to be delivered. All right, those that are of the elect. And I pray that I'm of the elect, and I pray that all of you sincere listeners are of the elect as well. Okay, and may Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai Barakatam to you all. Okay, so Lord willing, that was edifying unto the elect. Stay on your watch. Continue to pray. Continue to watch, because we are at that time, man. Okay, so with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Until next time, Shalom.